Let's talk about 50 Cent. So 50 Cent endorsed Donald Trump for president. And now this is a huge deal, according to Errol Weber for Congress in California, who is one of those black Republicans that trades away their soul to do something for a couple of years. I don't know what their long term is, right? Um, but yeah, so 50 Cent endorses Donald Trump for president, and the Republicans, including all the black Republicans, are. This is another one of those situations where do your own research and read past the headline are huge fucking things, right? Like 50 Cent endorsing Trump for president is doing more harm to Trump than good because of their endorsement. You want to know why? You want to know why? 50 Cent in his endorsement says, "What the fuck? Vote for Trump. I'm out. Fuck New York. The Knicks never win anyway. I don't care if Trump doesn't like black people. 62% tax rate? Are you out of your fucking mind?" In his endorsement, he acknowledges that Donald Trump doesn't like black people. And you got dumb motherfuckers like Errol Weber who are saying, now this is huge. Trump 2020 landslide to save America. Again, this is another situation, right? Where it's like all these people are swarming in. Do your own research. Kyle Rittenhouse, all charges dropped, and they link me an article, right? And then on the second paragraph, it says, "Oh no, the charges in Wisconsin are still there. It's just that he didn't have the gun in Illinois. So why would you be charged in Illinois? He was charged in two different states. All right." But they don't read past the headline, right? And then like it's just like these people are fucking stupid. Imagine posting this. Like imagine posting this. But I found this clip of Malcolm X on Twitter, and this was trending around the same time. And I want to just post this because this is a very important clip, and I love this kind of delivery from our man Malcolm here. So let's watch.
I told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. I told you a little while ago, these leaders...
There you go, as Malcolm X said, right? But again, it doesn't matter if 50 Cent endorses Donald Trump while saying that Trump doesn't like black people, because they'll take it, they'll run with it. These people on the right, they don't read past the headline. They don't give a shit. They sell out their soul for what they perceive as success. And to them, success is just making more money. Who cares if you're losing out on family relationships? Who cares if people are being tortured to make that money? Who cares, right? As long as you're making money, fuck the homeless people, right? They don't need health care. What? I know there's a public health crisis where people can transmit a disease from one another, but we should have everyone be diseased because I don't want to pay for their health care. I would rather catch a disease and pay for my own health care than prevent the disease from ever spreading in the first place, in the eyes of the far right conservative. I don't really know what they're conservativing, or they're conserving rather. But again, I covered this yesterday. Why don't they care about coronavirus? Because coronavirus is mostly affecting non-white communities. Black people, 1 in 900 black people in the United States have been killed from the coronavirus. 1 in 900? That's a pretty fucking scary number. And that's why these people don't give a shit about a public health crisis, because it's targeting the people that they don't give a shit about to begin with. If this public health crisis started in the Dakotas and, in Montana and in Texas, this would be a hell of a lot of a different ballgame. I feel like Corona probably wouldn't exist right now. If it first spread to a state like Texas instead of New York, I feel like we'd be in the clear right now, just based on political partisanship. But this country is falling apart at the seams. Our leaders are failures. They have given us nothing to subsist on. They have given us nothing to even care about them in the first place. We need to focus on organizing our own communities that are separate from the capitalist class. We need to focus on gardening Why buy fucking food from a grocery store? Why? What are you going to buy that with? Money? Where do you get that money with? Who is that money printed by? The US government, right? Anything you can do to alleviate your necessity for money, grow a garden, grow your own food, right? Grow your own certain other substances, right? Do your best when it comes to housing, right? If you got a family, live together a little bit if you can, if it's comfortable, right? Make sure that you're good, right? You don't need to be paying rent by yourself to a parasitic, blood sucking landlord. Fuck that shit, right? When all the landlords, right, lose all their tenants, how are they going to pay their bills? They're not going to. No one's going to be able to move in. So that's going to be a really interesting deal. The best thing we can do is organize our communities to be separate from the capitalist class, to be separate from needing things like grocery stores, from needing things like, self-defense, protection. We don't need police departments that are mostly run and organized by people that don't live here. A lot of major cities have police departments where all the police officers are from the suburbs, don't even live there. I think there's something like 80% of the officers like in major cities are actually not from the major cities. They're from surrounding suburbs and they drive like 45 minutes to work every day or an hour, right? Why is that? We need to focus on our own communities and less on having people take care of us, because whenever people take care of us, that puts us at a disadvantage, because then you'll see the capitalist class go in there and then they'll just take it all away after all of our organic social bonds have been ruined. This culture that we live in now is so atomized, people are afraid to talk to their neighbors. People are afraid to wave at the postal workers, right? How did we get this way? How did we get so socially anxious of one another? How did this happen? Well, I can talk for a while about that, but I'll let that be that. 50 Cent endorses Donald Trump for president. Amazing, amazing.